15 years old, and I remember him just sitting down with me, being like, this is kind of like what you got to do, Aaron, in your future.
I'm scared. There's things going on with me. There's rumors. There's people that are body shaming me, and they're putting me down. And I didn't realize I was 115 pounds. That is terrible. And I kind of didn't know it. I looked at myself in the mirror.
Was Aaron Carter's passing truly a tragic accident, or was it something much darker? From cryptic warnings about Hollywood elites to leaked tapes hinting at shocking secrets, Aaron's story is far more complex than it seems. Keep watching to unravel the mystery behind his untimely demise and the Hollywood web that might be hiding the truth. Let's take a trip back to the late 90s and early 2000s, a golden era for pop music, where Aaron Carter became a household name seemingly overnight. At just 10 years old, Aaron captured hearts around the globe with his boyish charm, catchy songs, and undeniable talent. Hits like Aaron's Party, Come Get It, and I Want Candy turned him into a teen sensation, making him one of the youngest stars to headline tours. But beneath the glitz and glamour, Aaron's early life was far from picture perfect. Imagine being a child thrown into the chaos of fame. Constant performances, relentless touring, and an endless push for perfection. While most kids his age were playing video games or hanging out with friends, Aaron was on stage performing for thousands, carrying the weight of an entire career on his young shoulders. Aaron's older brother, Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys, had already paved the way to stardom, and Aaron seemed poised to follow in his footsteps. Yet, even from the beginning, there were cracks in the picture-perfect facade. Family disputes, financial mismanagement, and industry pressures began to take their toll. By the time he was 18, Aaron had discovered that the millions of dollars he'd earned as a child star were gone. He publicly accused his parents of mishandling his finances, alleging that they had squandered his hard-earned money. It was a devastating blow. How could a young man who had dedicated his life to his craft be left with nothing to show for it? Behind the scenes, Aaron was also grappling with a loss of control over his own life. They kept telling me, "Go on this tour, do this show, and we'll buy you something shiny," Aaron once said, reflecting on the manipulation he experienced as a child. All he wanted was to be a regular kid, to hang out with his friends and enjoy a carefree childhood. Instead, he was thrust into the relentless machine of the entertainment industry. As Aaron grew older, the shadows of his childhood grew darker. He was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, and he struggled with severe addiction issues. His trips to rehab and erratic public appearances became tabloid fodder, painting a tragic picture of a former teen idol struggling to find his footing. Yet, even in the midst of these struggles, Aaron remained a fighter. He was vocal about his experiences, unafraid to confront the darker side of fame. From the outside, it's easy to see Aaron's story as just another child star gone wrong narrative. But those who followed his journey closely knew there was much more to it. Aaron's struggles weren't just personal, they were emblematic of a system that chews up young talent and spits them out when they're no longer profitable. This chapter of Aaron's life sets the stage for a deeper exploration into the mysteries surrounding his passing. How did a boy with so much talent and promise end up surrounded by such darkness? And what role did the entertainment industry play in his downfall? Aaron Carter wasn't just a pop star, he was a whistleblower in the making, unafraid to call out the dark underbelly of Hollywood. Over the years, he dropped hints about powerful figures in the industry and the exploitation that happens behind closed doors. These weren't vague complaints. They were bold, cryptic statements that suggested he knew more than he was letting on. But why would Aaron take such a risk? Was he trying to expose something bigger than himself? And if so, did that make him a target? These questions lingered as fans watched Aaron's behavior grow more erratic, but also more purposeful. His willingness to speak out set him apart, but it may have also sealed his fate. What exactly did Aaron know, and why didn't he reveal more? In the months leading up to his tragic passing, Aaron Carter's social media presence took a disturbing and mysterious turn. He wasn't just posting updates about his life, he was sending out cryptic warnings that seemed to hint at something far more sinister. His posts oscillated between cries for help, bold accusations, and chilling predictions that something terrible was about to happen to him. One of Aaron's most alarming claims was that his life was in immediate danger. He pleaded with his fans to help him raise $100,000 so he could hire a private security team and move to an undisclosed location. In a desperate video, he said, "If anything happens to me, I promise you, it's not me. They're after my life." This wasn't just paranoia. It was a man begging for his safety, convinced that powerful forces were conspiring against him. Aaron also alleged that Sony Records owed him $3.5 million and was trying to silence him.
Raise $100,000 as soon as I can so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself.
He referenced Michael Jackson, who had also accused Sony of exploitation before his death, drawing eerie parallels between their stories. "They don't want to pay me," Aaron claimed. "It would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me, to get rid of me." In another chilling video, Aaron said, "My whole family is after my life. Sony doesn't want me around anymore. They think it's better for them if I'm gone." These statements weren't vague or cryptic. They were direct accusations that pointed fingers at both his family and the powerful figures he believed were targeting him. Even Aaron's fans couldn't ignore the urgency in his tone. His posts were full of emotion, ranging from fear and sadness to anger and defiance. One moment he'd plead for help, the next he'd seem determined to expose those he felt were exploiting him. This back and forth painted the picture of a man trying to stay afloat while feeling like the world was closing in on him. Adding to the intrigue, Aaron hinted that he was gathering evidence to expose the truth about the industry and its darker secrets. "I'm not going to let them win," he said in one video. Fans speculated that Aaron was on the verge of revealing something explosive, something that might have made him a target. As these cryptic warnings piled up, they raised an unsettling question. Was Aaron simply spiraling due to his personal struggles, or was he genuinely being silenced by powerful forces? His posts and videos seem to suggest the latter, leaving fans and followers haunted by his words. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, these warnings feel even more significant. What did Aaron know, and why was he so desperate to be heard? The cryptic nature of his posts only adds to the mystery surrounding his final days, making it clear that his story was far from over when his life tragically ended. The leaked tapes involving Diddy and Hollywood elites have sent shockwaves through the industry, exposing a side of fame many never imagined. These recordings allegedly unveil secret parties where young entertainers were exploited under the guise of networking. But it doesn't end there. Rumors claim that Diddy not only participated in these events, but also profited from selling explicit footage on the dark web for a staggering $50 million. Aaron Carter's name has been tied to this controversy, raising the question, did he know too much? In the months leading up to his death, Aaron was vocal about powerful figures in Hollywood, cryptically warning fans that his life was in danger. He even reached out to Kanye West, referencing shared concerns about exploitation and control in the industry. Could Aaron have been a whistleblower, silenced before revealing what he knew? What makes this even more suspicious is the timing. Around the same time Aaron passed away, Diddy's longtime lawyer suddenly resigned, a shocking move considering the lawyer had defended Diddy in numerous high-profile cases. Some speculate this resignation was strategic, an attempt to distance himself from mounting legal troubles tied to the leaked tapes. One of the most high-profile conflicts was with his brother, Nick Carter, a member of the globally renowned Backstreet Boys. Over the years, their sibling rivalry escalated into legal disputes. Aaron even took out a restraining order against Nick, alleging threats and harassment. This dramatic fallout captured headlines, leaving fans divided over who to believe. Aaron's accusations didn't stop with Nick. He publicly claimed his entire family had conspired against him, going as far as to say they were trying to set him up. He alleged that his mother mismanaged his finances, squandering millions of dollars from his early career, while his siblings turned their backs on him during his most vulnerable moments. These claims added fuel to the fire of speculation about Aaron's tragic demise. Was his family truly looking out for him? Or was there more to the story? Adding to the intrigue was Aaron's fiancée, Melanie Martin. Within hours of Aaron's passing, reports surfaced that Melanie had arranged moving trucks to collect his belongings. Her swift actions raised eyebrows, with critics questioning her motives and her role in Aaron's chaotic final days. Some suggested she was connected to the same Hollywood handlers Aaron had warned about. Her social media posts in the aftermath of his passing appeared more focused on public perception than grief, sparking further suspicion. Were the people closest to Aaron helping him, or were they part of a bigger plan to control or silence him? These family tensions, combined with Aaron's chilling warnings, leave us with haunting questions. Who can you trust when even your family might not be on your side? Another chilling theory gaining traction is that Aaron's struggles with addiction and mental health were weaponized against him. One user commented, "They used his addiction as a shield to cover up the truth. If someone knows too much, it's easier to call them unstable and dismiss their claims." This theory has reignited discussions about how vulnerable celebrities are often discredited to keep industry secrets hidden. The leaked tapes allegedly connecting Diddy and other Hollywood elites to exploitation have only added fuel to the fire. Fans believe Aaron's knowledge of these tapes, and his cryptic warnings, made him a target. One comment stood out. Aaron's death wasn't an accident. He knew something, and Hollywood couldn't risk him speaking out. As these theories spread, calls for justice are growing louder. Fans are demanding transparency, not just for Aaron but for all artists who've faced similar struggles. The question remains, will the truth ever come to light, or will Aaron's story become yet another unsolved Hollywood tragedy? The leaked tapes involving Diddy and other powerful figures in Hollywood have shaken the internet. These tapes reportedly expose secret parties where young stars were manipulated under the pretense of mentorship and networking. It's chilling to think that Aaron, someone who had already spoken out against the industry, might have been caught in this shadowy web. The timing of his passing, so close to the leak, raises serious questions. Was Aaron silenced to protect these secrets? This isn't the first time accusations like these have surfaced. Figures like Kanye West and others have spoken out about the use of handlers to manipulate celebrities. Aaron himself drew parallels to Kanye's experiences, suggesting that powerful forces were working behind the scenes to suppress him. Fans are now piecing together what they see as a disturbing pattern. The resignation of Diddy's lawyer paired with Aaron's warnings makes this story feel like it's just beginning. If federal authorities can link these incidents together, it could expose a network of exploitation that has operated unchecked for years. Could Aaron's desperate pleas and final warnings have been part of an effort to expose this system before it was too late? The stakes are higher than ever. If these allegations are true, they won't just affect a handful of individuals. They could shake the very foundation of Hollywood's power structure. This chapter in Aaron Carter's story isn't over yet. As more pieces of the puzzle come to light, the question remains, will the truth ever fully surface? Or will it be buried, just like the lives and voices of so many others who dared to speak out? So, what do you think? Was Aaron's tragic end the result of his struggles, or was it part of a larger, more sinister plan? Do the leaked tapes hold the key to uncovering the truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth stories